I gave absolutely no warning about this, so I don't know if anybody's going to show up. If they do, great. All I wanted to do was a quick update. Well, somebody's here. Hi. Who's with me? Oh, hi, group. Hi, Evie. How are you? Hi, Alita. Nice to see you. Hi, Sandy. Me too. Hi, Marla. Happy to see everybody. I just wanted to do a kind of quick update. I guess I'll wait just a little bit. Hi, Casey. Hi, Rita. Oh, okay. Um, I went to the doctor today. It was my, oh, okay. Um, is she talking to you now? I had my appointment today, the one that I've been sort of looking forward to with some modicum of dread. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, great. Hi, how are you, Valley? Um, yeah, so I went to the doctor today and I had the same argument I have with them every single time I go. They came into the waiting room when I was there, waiting to get my CAT scan done with that huge bottle of that drink. And I said, mine is with no contrast. And she said to me, no, it's not IV contrast, it's the drink. And I said, no. And then I said, just ask the doctor. I said, this happens every time. I always tell them to please make sure to say no contrast because I've mentioned to you before that a doctor told me many years ago not to have contrast for the CT because of my allergy to shellfish. So when they started to tell me to do the drink instead of the IV, they couldn't tell me that I would not be allergic to it. I said, "What's in it?" Nobody could give me an answer. So I said, "I'm not doing it. There's no point having that kind of a risk for a diagnostic test that might or might not be significant." So anyway, they actually took me a little bit early, which was a mixed blessing, and I got the CAT scan done. As any of you know who've had CAT scans, they're really quick. I have this one problem when I have CAT scans done, and it's really funny. I know every single time. They've been doing the with the CAT scan, and every other person there got the drink. It's that huge. I don't know how much it is. It's huge. I don't know if it's like half a gallon, a gallon. It's this enormous thing of fluid that they bring over that looks like watered down blood. Um, so anyway, when the guy took me in, I said the only thing I'm concerned about when he put my arms back, I said for some reason when I see myself going into the cylinder, I have this not fear exactly, but this feeling that it's going to cut my arms off. That because you're so close to the rim on that thing. And he said, well, he was going to set me up first so that he would show me exactly what it was like. And sure enough, it came very close to my arm. So he put my arms back a little bit farther. And at that point, I just closed my eyes and I said, that's it. So the CAT scan didn't take long. And then I went upstairs thinking, wow, I'm going to get out of here early. Oh, really? Okay, so I'm not so unusual then. But the um the tech was very sweet. He really was such a nice guy, and he was very, very tolerant and just sweet. So he said to me, and this was interesting because nobody had ever said this before. He said, "Didn't they tell you that if you don't have the contrast, if you drink water, at least it helps because it distends." I'm not sure what they're looking for, but it distends some area. Oh, it does. For me, the MRI is the one that really gives me anxiety because the MRI is long and you're really in that cylinder and you got that loud noise clanging in your ears. But when I got upstairs, the guy said to me, he said, "Oh, you're really early." I had no idea what time it was because my appointment wasn't till 1:40 for the CAT scan. But they want you there for an hour earlier for the CAT scan. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, it's for the MRI. The MRI does the same thing to me, Alita. So, um, I get there an hour earlier, and I know the hour is so you can drink that drink, which I'm not going to drink. I even said to them the last time when they called to confirm, I said, "I'm not having contrast. Do I still have to come an hour early?" And they said to me, "Yes." Not true. So anyway, they did that, and then I go upstairs to my doctor's waiting room, and he says to me, "You're really early," and he said, "We're really not going to be able to take you until much later. Do you want to go and come back?" And it was like, I can't go home and come back because it takes me over an hour to go home and come back. And that would be crazy. There was no sense in that. And then he said, "Well, maybe you want to go have some lunch," which would have been nice, but couldn't do that either. So I sat there and waited. And they said that she might be able to take you early because she's quick. She took me in at 2:45. I was there at 1:30, so I waited from 1:30 till 2:45 till I finally got in the room. And I got to see, first I saw the nurse, and I told her, I said, "By the way," I said, "I have had a stitch that's been driving me crazy this whole time. It's just sitting there." And she said, "Oh, maybe as you were healing, maybe it's something that popped out." And I said, "No, it's been there since the beginning." And I was a little concerned because I didn't want anything that was going to cause any possibility of any infection because I'm so hyper concerned about infection after what happened to me. So she said, "No, no problem at all." And she just made it like it was like nothing. She took the stitch out and that was the end of it. And then the doctor came in and she took a look at me. It was really interesting because remember, I've had that problem a couple of times with the UTIs, and I never had that before in my life, and I couldn't understand why. Well, she told me why today. When she examined me, she said, "Oh," she said, "Yeah." I said, is my stomach always going to be distended like that?" Not my stomach. It's my lower right quadrant. So I said, it's really out there." And she felt it, and then she put a little pressure. And she said, "Well, it's almost as," she said, "your bladder is not where it's supposed to be." And she said that was because after the surgery, I don't have the muscle there because they had to do the flap surgery to close me up and they took muscle out. So I don't have the muscle to really hold the bladder in, to push it in. And so that's the story. So I said, "Is it in fact that I have a hernia?" And she said, "It's not exactly a hernia. It's not anything we have to deal with. It just is, there is not enough muscle there to do it." So I guess it's going to be that way. And she said that I really should be very careful, because it might be an issue with with getting bladder infections. So I said, oh, swell, that's something my mother had to deal with because she had a tipped bladder. I don't know. I don't know. Um, so I finally got past that. I also told her I was under a great deal of stress, and I said, oh, I forgot to tell you the most important thing. Duh. The CAT scan showed no change since the last CAT scan. And so I said, well, that's good. And she said that it also showed that the whole area where the surgery was is still healing. I don't know how it shows that. Yes, thank God. Thank God for that. Yeah. But I'm grateful for that part of it. Yeah, I'm grateful for that part of it. So that's good. But I said to her, I said, the stress that I'm under is so enormous that would it be a good idea for me to maybe, yeah, thank God, for me to maybe take something to kind of calm me down? Thanks. Yes, absolutely. Thank God. So the stomach issues are anxiety. She suggested that I follow up with my primary because she said I should watch the stomach. I said, if you are very stressed, can that cause cancer or can it bring it back? And she said, we don't know the answer to that. And I thought, because I worry about it sometimes because the stress level has been untenable. It really has. It's if it if it were on a gauge of 1 to 10, if that were the gauge for it, I would be an 11 much of the time. And it's really hard. I try not to, but there are things that smack me in the face every day, and it's hard not to react to it, viscerally. It just is what it is. So that's my story, and I am happy about that part. My next appointment is September, I think she made it for September 17th. And I asked her for Xanax, and she told me she really was not comfortable giving that to me. She didn't know if my primary would want to give it to me. Yes, I'm grateful for the news. I really am. Um, yeah. So, thank God. Now it's just a question of getting everything else in my life sorted out so that I can start to function again. Yeah. Once again, for some reason, she doesn't like Xanax or doesn't feel comfortable with it or whatever. So, I mean, thank God. I have to tell you, my leg is absolutely killing me tonight, but I deserve it. I've been doing a lot of work in my house since I came home. Yeah, she was not too excited about me getting on Xanax. And I'm not a pill taker. I am lucky if I remember to take the pills I'm supposed to take, which reminds me I have to refill a couple of them. Yeah, melatonin to help sleep. Yeah, I have to actually ask about the melatonin. Klonopin? Oh, really? Klonopin is what Linda takes. I have to tell you. It settles the tummy. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, ashwagandha sounds familiar, but I'm not sure what that is. But I mean, I don't want anything that I'm going to get addicted to. I really don't. As I say, I'm just not a pill taker, never have been, and I don't want to start at this age. but I was under a lot of stress for other things that came up today. So it's an herb. Yeah. So I had to laugh because Linda was on the phone with me because she wanted to know what happened with the doctor. She was really concerned, and she's concerned about all the stress that I'm under now. So after we spoke, I hung up. I did some things, and then she called me back, and she sounded really kind of out of it. And she said to me, well, she said, I took 3 pills because I was so upset about you that I needed to take something. And I said, oh, brother, you took Ambien once? Uh, yeah, I don't think I could do that. I know. Yeah, my stomach. Oh, she asked me if I was taking. Is it Prevacid? Pre, 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 there were two different things she mentioned for the stomach. I guess is that to coat the stomach or something? Oh, yeah. I know it really was funny. So she said to me, "If you need to talk, call me later." I said, "How can I call you? You're going to be asleep for hours." So it is what an anti. It was. I um. I know there were two. I can't think of the name of it again because I don't do pills. Uh, she does, she does. But her reaction was that it got her so upset. I Baking soda has a lot of sodium in it, so she does. She definitely Prilosec. That's it. It was Prilosec, and it must have maybe Pepsid. Could it have been? Or is there another one? Prilosec was definitely one that she mentioned. Could have been both of those. I'm not sure. But I will call the primary tomorrow, and I will go in and see him and see what he wants me to do. Oh, Protonix is what they gave me in the hospital. That was so that I shouldn't have a problem with the antibiotics, I thought, because they didn't want to take a chance that I would get an ulcer. I'm sure that she wants me not to get an ulcer. Zantac, no, my friend Jackie takes Zantac though. And she said when she takes Zantac, it makes her very sleepy. Which does he use for an ulcer? I guess we don't want to risk my getting an ulcer because anything where there is damage could be a site where I could be in jeopardy. I would guess. So whatever. I'm going to try to do whatever I can to help. But once again, I'm on a seesaw. I'm on an elevator that just keeps going up and down, and I am, yeah, I know. There is no easy way out of it. Gabapentin. I have the gabapentin. Yeah, I have it. I really haven't been taking it, but I do have the gabapentin. Yeah, she had given it to because that was for the nerve pain, and that nerve pain was much, much better. It's really killing me tonight. It really is. But I did a lot. I also changed the bedding. When I change the bedding, it's very hard on my leg. It really is. Because when I bend down and have to tuck that stuff under, yeah. When I did take the gabapentin at night in the hospital, though, yeah. Again, I'm not looking for anything that's going to make me dependent. Not at all. Maybe I should just try chamomile tea every day and see if that makes a difference for me. I thought of doing it the other day. Gabapentin, I think I was on the smallest dose of it It was 100 milligrams, I believe, and I think it was the smallest dose. Protonix. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, Protonix, they gave me every day in the hospital to make sure I didn't get an ulcer. I mean, and thank God my stomach was okay most of the time. And I don't remember, I think, hi, Patty. I went to the doctor today and the CAT scan showed no change from the last time, so that was good. I don't know how it shows. Oh, they have an over-the-counter kind? I didn't know that. It breaks the cycle of pain. My leg had been so much better. It's I think I feel very swollen tonight, but again, I really abused the leg. I'm trying to get things done here so that if I need to get out, that I can get out. It's very gentle. So it's not my back. It's definitely my leg. And my leg was not bothering me today. It was all, thank God. Thank God it did. It's just that I did way too much when I came home. I really did way too much. I did overdo it. There's no question. And you know something? I forgot about the castor oil. That's a good idea. I think I'll do a castor oil pack tonight. Yeah, I don't have any ice. Or maybe I did put some ice in the freezer. I might have some tray, a couple of trays, maybe. Um, I have no room in the freezer for anything but those meals. I am so, oh my God. Did I told you that is a good idea. Yes. Put a meal on it. Gabapentin is written for anxiety? Is it really? Oh, the castor oil's the best. I have been using castor oil for over 40 or 45 years as a healing oil. I did a couple of videos on it. Your son's doctor wrote it for him. How is he doing, Marla? Is he doing better? I really hope he is. Oh, by the way, I am on my phone that I was not able to use. Flat ice packs. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. He's doing terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. As a parent, there is nothing worse than watching our children suffer. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. It's really tough. It's much harder to watch them suffer than to suffer ourselves. So I am, oh, I know it's difficult. Believe me, I know. And I have to tell you, you, you move ahead day by day. You do your videos. Nobody would ever know what you go through. And I wish that I had the ability right now to be more like that, to be able to just go on and do what I need to do without all the other stuff coming out. So it would be really helpful. Anyway, I started to tell you about the phone. I'm on the other phone, and I have not been able to use this one to do a video in a long time because my screen was in lock screen mode, vertical. Yes, yes, that really is true. I certainly get that too. Yeah, yeah. I have so much to catch up on the videos, so I apologize, but I will catch up on them. It's just that I've been between all the stuff that I'm going through and all the stuff I've been trying to do to recreate myself. It's so time consuming. It's just so hugely time consuming. And It's interesting. It's like I can't, I cannot make anything happen with my real job. One of my well, not my old client, it's somebody I've been trying to work with for, oh God, it's got to be 3 years now. He came to me originally in one of my houses, and we've been communicating ever since. He wanted to sell his house and move into a larger house, and it didn't. Oh, Marla, that's awful. So, got derailed again. I forgot to warn the people who don't like to watch these not to watch it. Doesn't she? She really looks wonderful. You would never know. Not only does she look wonderful, it's the way she comes across, as if she doesn't have a care in the world about the house. Oh, and no, it was about the phone. Because what happened, oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Yeah. I've been feeling guilty about my dogs lately a lot because I'm just not the person I was with them. And I feel like they deserve so much better. You're going to move into a bigger house? Myra, you're moving into a bigger house? Um, yeah, so anyway, that's what I was saying. Oh, I'm not moving into a bigger house. No, no, no. No. Um, oh, the client, thank you. The client was going to move into a bigger house. Yeah, he had wanted to sell his place and move. And I went over there, had done an appraisal. This was years ago, 3 years ago. And then he sort of took it off the table for a while because his wife, yes, his wife wasn't feeling well. She had some issues, and his kids were very young. And anyway, he's contacted me a few times, several times. And he contacted me today, and I thought, oh my God, that would be a gift. It would just be a gift. The timing would be a gift. But it's not going to work out again because the property that he was interested in, they put it out at a crazy price. It's a crazy price. And so it's not going to work out. And it makes me laugh because I've had so many of those near misses in the last several months. It's as if I cannot put a deal together to save my life. So it is what it is. To get back to the doctor for a minute, I didn't ask her, but I really wonder how they can tell by a CAT scan that my whole area that they did the surgery on is still healing. I guess they can see inside, but I don't know what it is. I should have asked her that because now it's going to be something that I'm going to think about until I see her in 4 months. As I say, I'm going to be seeing her, I think it's September 17th. So another 4 months. Every 4 months that I can have go by and be cancer free would be a gift. So we can only hope. So we'll see how it plays out. But again, I need to do something to decrease the stress. There's no question about that. So that would make a huge difference. Um, I am going to try very hard. Oh, I started to tell you I got onto this phone in landscape mode, and actually Sandy had started to give me information about how to do it the other day, but I couldn't make it work. But it is in that thing where you swipe down from the right side to get to the control panel, and there was a thing, I didn't recognize it, I didn't know what it was, I had not a clue, and, so that is definitely something that, I was grateful. So now I can video on either phone, because getting the other phone to transfer the video onto my computer is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So I'm really having a hard time doing it, and I'm so anxious to get out the video that I did at the physical therapist's office. I'm going to see if there's any way that I can do it tonight or tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be on there and I can get you guys to see it, because I want to do it as a premiere so that I can come on and we can chat, because I think some of you might get a kick out of it to see the actual process of the whole therapy, physical therapy session. So it's good. And on that note, I think I'm going to cut it a little bit short tonight, unless there's anything that anybody else wants to. You're so right, Rita. I better not forget the castor oil pack tonight. I will do that. I think that it might help. Yeah, my leg is really, really hurting. So, okay. Take care, everybody. I am so happy to have been able to spend this time with you. Marla, I'll be praying for your son. Thank God. Yeah, thank God for the test. I was concerned. So I was very happy to have her tell me that there was no change. So it's all good. And that's it. So I guess I'm going to have to live with this bladder issue for, yes, yeah. I would appreciate, by the way, if everybody, yes, if everybody would continue to say little prayers for me to get through this next period of time with all this tough stuff I have to face. So that would be much appreciated. And if there's anything out there that can make it better, I pray God it happens, and I hope it happens soon. So, on that note, take care, everybody, and I will try to get the other video up and running. Chewable GABA, and it's just called GABA. Yes, you will. Okay. Good night, everybody. Take care. Take care, Marla. Consider this a big hug.